This is another Ron production.
Does this here? Okay, and no camera. Okay, great, just great. Can we swing it around? Can we swing it around? All right, just a second. We're all messed up over here. Is that it? Are we? Of course not.
This is another Ron
Boom!
production.
There we go. That should be it. What's up, people? What's up? Yeah. It's old, but it's original. It's mine, okay? But what I want to try and do is see if we can't finish this beat that we started on stream like how many days ago? Alright, I've been feeling a little fatigued and all that. I had a nice little nap yesterday, man. It was like a hibernation. I had drool. I woke up, I almost didn't recognize I was in my room. I said, wait, what is this? But I felt really good. It was really peaceful. It was just like a calming. I was like, okay, great. Went outside. It was nice. It was beautiful, you know. Yo, Lady Kel's in the building. How have you been? What have you been up to? Hopefully, you know, you haven't been playing The Division or you know, R6 or you know, Apex and you know, on your kneecaps, okay? I need you up, I need you strong, I need you taking them down, alright? Headshot, let's go. Good to see you. Let me see, can we get it? Really? I can't pull up. Why? Why can I see the messages but I can't? Here, let me try something. Could we do it? Could we do it from here? Boom, there we go. Alright, that works. Okay. Let's cut this off, alright? So, for those of you, know, if you're here right now, or those of you who may be watching this later, I am currently working on a project number 2, okay, for the community. This time, instead of making original music, alright, we are working on, could we get to, here we are. Who's that calling me? No. Alright, I can't lie. That was my daughter's phone. I got her phone in here charging. It's yeah, I don't know anything about it. How did I get her a watch phone and not know anything about it? Shh. But yeah, we've been working on taking your favorite video game theme music. Okay, now we gonna do it majestic style. Okay, this is how we do around here. Yo, Leonor in the building. Appreciate you stopping by. So I am working on the requests. I got something together. I got a guitar that sounds like almost identical to the guitar in the theme song. Okay, I was like, whoa, this is kind of close. I might need to cycle through some other things, but it's pretty close. Okay, I got a piano. I did add a piano in. I'm currently figuring out what to do with this right here. Maybe, I don't know, a verse 3 or something. Maybe end of the song, something, we can have that. But I'm kind of stuck on this part right here. I like this. This is cool right here. Alright, so we got some stuff that I'll be dropping, and you guys will have fun with this. Alright. All these are coming from video games. I'm getting requests. Some are ones I personally wanted to do, okay? So if you have a request, you can let me know here in the chat. You can always tag me in something on Twitter or DM me, okay? And I will add them to my library. And hey, I can't say that we're gonna be successful, but what I will say is I'll try, okay? I will try. Yeah, y'all like that, huh? I was like, oh yeah, we We gotta do something a little nice for this one, okay? That guitar sounds so real. I know. Every time I hear it, I'm like, I didn't do that. I'm like, yes, I did. I did it, all right? I'm proud of it, all right? And then this one, okay? So we also got some Sonic up in here, okay? Now, Dr. Robotnik, he doesn't get a lot of love, okay? And we had this debate already. How come when it comes to Sonic, nobody, like all the songs people remember are like the first 3 or 4 levels in each Sonic game, okay? And the reason is because y'all not like me, all right? They not like us, okay? You didn't make it to the end, did you? All right, so probably skipped over a lot of stuff. And Dr. Robotnik, I mean, when you fought him, a lot of times you beat him too fast to really pay attention to his music, but he got some dope music. Like, it's villainy, so let's give him some credit, shall we? Like, the little toms in there, right? Got some bass in there. We're making the villain look good out here, alright? We're gonna keep working. We're gonna keep working, trying to get y'all some top tier video game beats, okay? And I like this because I added the brass in here just to give it a little more. Alright, that's enough. But we do have some other ones too, okay? We did Streets of Rage 2. I'm not gonna switch over and I forgot to bounce it. But we did one from Streets of Rage 2 as well, okay? It's sounding pretty nice. Alright. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and I wanna get like a variety of different ones first, and then we could always revisit and be like, oh, there's another one from Sonic we want to try, and then we can kind of add to it, okay? But I want it to kind of vary. I'm definitely thinking about what's the game? If it's not Double Dragon, it's Bad Dudes, okay? Hey, there was a track there. And I did something so long ago, but it sounds like trash, okay? So I do want to go back. And take a crack at it again and see what I could do in 2024, all right? So for the King of Fighters 96, okay, this is what I have so far. Alright, the drums come in, the bass comes in here. And then I have this, okay, y'all hear that? Come on, man. This is gonna sound nice when we get done. And then it gets a little... So I added that piano in here. Oh, really? I just cut it. That's what we do. We just cut stuff. All right, so we got a little piano in here, just kind of like a little groove. And then maybe something right here to kind of build up, so it's not completely the same. But we'll see what we could get. I want to add this guitar here in the chorus because it's kind of low. Alright, so we can add that in there and then figure out what we're going to do with number 2 over here. Alright, so that's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at, okay? So with that being said, let's see if we can't. Oh, we just make it number 1 and we get rid of this because we don't need it. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this also because we don't need this. Be gone. I just went completely off the. And what I like about this is like, first of all, there's way too many options. There's way too many options. And this is an articulation, okay? So you can see right here, we have muted selected, which is why we get that. But I can hit this switch and alright, so we could do some things in here. Yeah, alright. So let's go back. However, the way this sounds, it's not too clean, and I may probably gonna have to fight because there's stuff back here, okay? And when it comes to guitars and amps and things, I'm not the guy. So I'll have to fight with it and see if we can tweak it and get it to sound just as clean as what we got going on here. So you hear that, like you could still hear that like muted sound, but it sounds really, really clean. All right, it comes through really clean. This, like a little too much drive or something. But when I play them together, it's definitely in the same octave. All right, it's just not as clean. So that's gonna be some tweaking. However, got it. Or there could be another guitar sound where it just out the box, okay, the preset probably just hit it, mute it, play it, and it's probably gonna work. So I'll fight with that. However, we'll get the idea down, then we don't have to worry about it. All right, we can fight over the little stuff later. So let's get this up. And I'm already forgetting the notes. Hey, why am I? Got it. I don't know why, because I have to skip over this note when I come back and go here, but I always end up hitting this note again. So we'll see. We'll see. Jesus Christ, man. All right, let's try it again. Let's try it again. Wait. Not 3, 2, not 3, 2, not 3, 2, not 3, 2. Okay. And then it just pretty much repeats. There's no change here. So We just need to get this right, and then I could just copy paste this across. All right, we just gonna save some time. That's all. All right. So I just did, but I butchered it. Let's see. So we got a note missing. It's definitely too fast. So let's see if we can't. So let's see if we can. Okay, and then all we gotta do is copy. How long is this? 1, 2, 3. I guess that works, and then we can just loop it over. Bam, just like that. So let's hear it back. I will probably have to turn this down a little bit. Might be a little too low. But we don't really need that in this because we have this. Okay, that's actually our low end here. So we want to make space for that. We are at 60, right? Can we move it to like 70? Like most of the basses, I don't really want to hear the bass in the guitar because like I said, we got this low end, plus we got our kick, so we need all that. We need to clear out the low end, okay, and make room for that. Yeah, we'll leave it at like -21. If anything, got changes here too, so. Okay, let's do it like that. So it sounds about as loud, which for me is perfect. Only thing with this is you only hear the guitar on the left side. That's basically what you hear. So we won't do it like that. However, do like 35. So you'll mostly hear it left. And you have this synth that's playing from the song. And then we have this bass, which will sit center. So I could like put this into mono. If I could see. Okay, so now the sub bass, the synth bass, right, is dead center, and then this guitar kind of playing not so much the lower octave because the synth bass is playing there, but that next octave up is where the guitar is. So there is some space here, but by giving it some place to sit, okay. This might even be a little loud, but it probably just needs some EQing as well. Because again, you don't really need like all right here. This is in like the 100 hertz and stuff. A lot of times that's where the punch in our kick's gonna be. Okay, again, we gotta be mindful of that stuff that we have. Okay, we need our kick to shine through there. Okay, but we still keep these like sub bass frequency, so you still get the rumble, and then we still have here, so we can boost here so that it's more audible, okay? But we gotta leave that space so we can have the, I might even drop this a little bit too. Probably a bad idea, however, knowing we have a snare here, we'll figure something out. Maybe we can just like make a really small cut somewhere and then boost like directly after. This is about 300. Something like this, because our snare is gonna probably sit somewhere here between the 1 to 300 range, and then we can put a dip there. So say we do something like boost something here, so then all this stuff can kind of and I'm just doing a rough draft, okay, just making sure we're gonna be good. So I'm liking it. It'll blend together nicely. Not hearing too much like clashing or anything. And we'll get a little more intricate with it. Alright, so once we get I'm wondering, should I just let it run like that? Is there a problem? some other sounds here. This is the sample. What is this? I don't like that sound though. I like that, so let's keep it. No, it looks like I got a mess here, don't I? This is our reverse symbol. Okay, that's already 6 or 7. I wouldn't put these here. They can maybe go after, so we'll do 8. Rename. Be our drum bus. Highlight all of these. And route them. Okay, cool. Goes there. What do we have? I don't know if I'll use that shaker. But for sure we can use this other one. I like the way that sounds. I don't think we don't need to use that. Let's get rid of that. Let's clear that out. So we'll put this right after our drum bus. I think we don't need this. We can move this over. We don't need this. That's another 3x oscillator. We can get rid of that too. Alright. Let's put that there. Okay. We'll go here. We're gonna go to sort by track number. And that should kind of help us out there. Let's hit rename. Gonna be our kick, snare. This is our close hat. This is our open hat. This is our crash cymbal. There's 2. Okay, we may or may not. So crash cymbal 2. Now we have reverse crash cymbal. We just have some weird shaker thing. So yeah, 'cause I don't know exactly where that came from, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, then we have our King of Fighters samples here. This is our bass. What's that bass? We have our bass guitar. And we have our piano. Kind of nice, right? We'll highlight these. We'll start on track 1. That's kit, right? And everything's kind of in order here. I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna go to channel routing. I'm gonna route starting from this channel. And it's already in place, but what it's gonna do is also add the names to each of the mixer channels. So if you hadn't done this before, you can do it. and it will auto assign right one after the next, but it will also fill in, so I could always look over my mixer and see what sound's coming out. All right, and then I know what number it's assigned to, and of course I could always go there. All right, and then this is our subgroup where we have the whole of our drums playing in this one channel. If I read it, all the drums leave. Okay, boom. So now we can monitor the total sound of all of our drums playing at any given point. Now we can make sure that nothing's being too loud, clipping, going over zero, anything like that. Okay. This is our sample, so what we're gonna do here is a little different. We're gonna take all of these, we're gonna go here, and we're gonna choose this channel routing. But this time we're just gonna do just to this track only. I'm gonna take all of those and I want them just here. Again, we already assigned it, that's cool, but it labels it. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, and then I will do King of Fighters 96. I put 95, sorry. Dustman. And this is gonna help too when I go to track these out or anything like that, the project files, when it goes to make the individual tracks for the song. Okay, everything will be labeled. It'll say this is the kick, this is the snare, and it's only going to have those sound playing from them. Okay, and then of course we have 11, 12, and 13, so we'll just highlight those. Start at 11, we'll right click, start from, okay, have them fill that in, and now we can see what everything is. Okay, now what we'll do here is, I don't know if I should add this, I probably will. So we'll take this, take our, I don't know, should I put the bass? Yeah, I'm gonna add it. And the piano, we'll probably get another sound here, so I'm gonna skip it. Go here, we're gonna route all of these sounds to this track, and we're gonna create another subgroup, and I'm gonna call this our instrument bus. Okay, so now I can see how loud all of the instruments are coming in through here. Okay, the bass I'm gonna leave by itself, because if you decide to add compression, reverb, anything like that to that, we don't want our bass being a part of that. Okay, for bass guitar, we can do that. Sounds good. But for our synth bass, we don't want our synth bass sounding like it's in an auditorium or something. That's terrible. We want that to stay about as dry as we can get it. Then what I'm going to do is take our subgroups. So that's going to be here, and anything not in the subgroup. So this little percussive sound that we have here, our bass, and then take our other subgroup, which has a collection of all of our sounds. I want to right click, route those subgroups to another subgroup. Okay, so now we can see everything playing at once, and we're gonna label this our Final Mix Bus. Okay, so once we get done doing everything, mixing it down, whatever, we'll have one channel where we can see everything. Some people are like, well, you have the master track, you can see everything there. Correct, but if I want to, after the mix is done, after I'm done mixing, if I want to apply anything to the whole of the track, I have to do it on the master track, which means I take away the track that I need to use for mastering. Okay, so we create a subgroup, okay, route everything through. For our mix, I can do whatever I need to do to the mix here, and I can leave this empty for when it's time to actually finalize the track. Okay, it is the master track. Okay, so now we got all of that out of the way. I can look at everything. We're not going above, we're not in the red, we're not distorted, there's nothing going on here. Okay, so we're in a good position. Now what are we gonna do about this other part here? We're just gonna listen and let's see what hits us. Again, you guys got any requests or anything, do not hesitate. Alright? I'm willing to take a crack at them. Alright, here we go. We might just leave it like this. Honestly, I think we could just leave it like that. I don't know. If I end up hearing something later, that way we don't just spend like too long. Because I got a habit of that. We'll be sitting here for like 45 minutes. Like, what do you guys think? You're like, bro, we've been listening to this for 45 minutes now. Do something else. All right, so let's take this. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, I have to come back, and then we have the song this long that I have to. Problematic. All right, so let's take this and let's put these on separate. So we'll remove the kick and everything with the snare. Great. We can put that here. So, kick, remove the snare. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave these two on the same channel. Same pattern. And then we have our crash cymbal here. I know we got a couple other little things here, but that's nothing. Alright, the main thing is, oh shoot, my bad. The main thing here is why does it sound empty right there? Ah, okay. Alright. Shh. Okay, yeah, I know. The sounds were doubling. That's why it sounded louder until that point. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's right. I was like, how come it's not? did leave that empty, didn't I? What if we take it all away? I think that works. Yeah, I could rock with that. Okay. So 2. I might have to fill this in some more just so it kind of matches the drum track here. Okay, and then that would go back. Okay, so we got that in, that's cool. And then if we add this other stuff in, which I should go ahead and do now. Alright, so I probably won't add it here, but probably in here. So we could do maybe something like that. I guess it's simple. It's not too, we don't really need anything like that. So let's see, chord. Okay, so sure it's on point. Okay. But we are in. That's too fast, yeah. Yeah, C works though, because that's part of the. There we go. There's that timing. Maybe as it plays the first time we'll get nothing, and then the second time before you get through like halfway through it. This we'll usually do right before either it goes back to the chorus or from the chorus leading into this change up here. But we can have this reverse cymbal come in, right? Or we can do it before it changes here. I kind of like it that way because it just kind of makes it like a build-up. This is kind of a little more dramatic that way than the other way, so we could definitely do that. Here. Sorry, wrong thing. We have to maybe. So we just move it back just a little bit, alright? Okay, now that those sounds are at least in, now let's do it. So we can take this, boom, copy that over. I want to hit it's okay. Move this over a little more. I can't use that way, so we can always do this way. Okay, and then in verse 3, either that or like at the end, like the very end, maybe for like an outro, we could try this because it's a completely different thing. And for some reason, trying to go from this into this, it's too drastic of a change. And so that's why I just went for looping this again, and then maybe find another instrument or something we can stack on top of this just to give it a change up, okay? Or this can stay like this. We can come in here. Y'all know how I like to do verse 2, alright? We'll get into verse 2, and what's the first thing that goes? Alright, so let's let this kind of play, kind of, I like it. And then right here, we can maybe have something that's a little completely different. Maybe I could add another instrument or something like that to play. Or, yeah, we can maybe like remove the piano or something. We'll insert something else there, alright? I think that's cool. And then we can come back. And then here, you can completely remove it in favor of and just make like something just here where it's like a little different. It's got like its own little vibe. And then after that, we end the song. Alright? So we'll just keep it this short. It ain't gotta be no longer, okay? We got nobody trying to rap over this or nothing like that. Ain't what this is for, alright? So I think I'll do that. Crap. What did I just do? What did I do, man? Alright, let's move it over like that. And let's do another copy paste. Alright, so 2. Do we have 2 though? Well, yeah, because this will be shorter. This will only be like 8. So I'm just looking at our total time here. Yeah, it's about 5 minutes. We can make it a little shorter. Song don't have to be like 5-6 minutes. Alright, so let's remove, or at least remove this half. Over to about here. The line there. this and over. All right. Then we get here. I usually drop out most of the drums. Up. Whatever I did, I just messed it up. Oh, I see what I did now. Apparently I did nothing at all. Shh. Alright, right click. That's why. It's always me. It's always me. Delete the initial value. Okay, so it's not checked anymore. Great. Where is it? Create automation clip. That's what I wanted to do. Alright, so let's put this bottom here. Sounds that do I? Good. Alright, so let's copy the value. Go here. Then once it gets done, we'll have it start to fade out. I hope they didn't just make a copy to where is the delete? Here we go. Cool. Last problem is here. So right click and that value we grabbed in the beginning. Should be a straight line going through. Yeah, nice little fade. All right. And we're about almost 4.5 minutes. I think that's decent. All right. That's pretty cool. So kind of got things the way we want it here. And then of course when it gets here, we got something completely new coming in, okay? Now we can maybe bring our guitar back in here so we actually hear that. And we can have a little jam. We can have a little jam, okay? Look, I'm gonna tell you guys something right now. When I be in my room by myself, okay, when I'm not doing this live streaming stuff, I just be playing. Half the time I don't even build anything. I'm just in here just having fun, alright? That's it. So just know the jam sessions be real. Real struggle, alright? How's that go? Hold on. That's kind of what I'm hearing. Something like, I wonder. Well, of course, to change that. Why do you have to play while I'm trying to play? Alright, clearly it needs its own. It needs its own. Alright. Clearly it needs its own. So let's hit this clone button right here. We can just duplicate this. And then we don't have to worry about while I'm trying to press a key, it deciding it wants to press a key with me. Alright. Oh, that's probably a problem too. Alright, there we go. So alright, cool. Alright, so let's it's still kind of, I mean, it's possible because we can do the low end on the other one, and then this one, we can maybe have a little fun, alright? Cool. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. I don't know why. It just feels good to do that. Okay, so probably the biggest part is, at least getting out of the way, is figuring out this part. Oh no, I didn't mean to pull that up. Okay, so it's like, okay, so it does it again. I have to not hit that button on the way back. Ah. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm mixing the two. So it goes. What it was? Darn it. Okay, it's not this one. We gotta skip over. How it works? Oh, hold on, let's see. See, that's it doesn't use this. Ah, okay, hold on. Why? We gotta stop doing this. It's like, so it does do that. It's something like that towards the end of it. I just keep hitting all the other keys. I don't know why. That. Okay, so I can still make it like that, even though I got that part kind of chopped right there. Kind of like that. Then we can leave it because it goes right back into the chorus, which is already going to play this note. And then we're done. I messed it up, but we got it. We got it. Let's go. Okay, that was too many notes. Maybe we could do something like that. Or we could, you know, with it chopping as well, we could pretend like it's I messed it up. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, so I think we got something for the end. That's the whole thing. I missed. I hit one wrong note, thought I had it, and then we butchered it. I have to remember that. If anything, let's just we'll move the notes around, all right. But I like the way this is going. I like this way it's going, and we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it, all right. So, what's our next available? Is it? Is it true? Is it you? We have one. Oh, this is so messed up. All right, so before we do all of this, let's take this, let's cut it. Let's go to number 3. Let's drop that here. Can our piano here. These. Like 4 here. And then we can add that part. All right. So just again, just to kind of bring this out a little more and all that, and then if we want the other guitar that I duplicated, maybe that can, I don't know, it sounds like maybe too many guitars, all right, but it'll be there, it'll be an option. All right, so go to our bass guitar. All right, and okay, we're not even recording. It's not even recording, people. All right, let's see. Here we go. I messed it up. I knew it. I knew it. It's always embarrassing. And I was doing it perfect too. I was trying to concentrate. I was super focused. And we still butchered it. Alright. But we also did it too. That was pretty good. For all the messing up I was doing and kept hitting multiple keys, we actually went when it was time to record, and we made that sound pretty nice. So I'll give myself a break on that one. Let's go here. Let me see if this. I wonder if I could. Okay. See, no. That works. Okay, that works. It works, people. Shh. All right, so let's make this short. Alright, because here, alright, this isn't even part of the same loop. Okay? We just took this little piece and added it so it didn't end like the other one did. Okay, so this is nothing but like drums. Alright, so that's from a completely different part of the song. It comes in here to kind of add a break to let you know, okay, we're done with that, because it makes more sense going back into the chorus than it did to just let this. That was it. And then after it gets done, it will go back into the chorus. No. So when it got towards the end, I just cut that part off and then we slid another part in. So there's nothing, there's absolutely nothing here but drums, which makes sense that we can add this little feel in here, even though it's a little different. Okay, and then right back into. So I got to be a little sneaky. Okay, we deviated just a little bit at the end, but it works. All right, so. Like I said, we'll find another. I'll go through some presets and stuff and see if we can find one that's a little tighter, or if there's some tweaking I can do That's gonna be the pain right there, but I'll get it. See, I like when a plan comes together. Okay, it wasn't really a plan, it was more just random out of the blue. Hey, what if I do this and try this and see if that'll work? And it worked, okay? That's what I'm known for. They're like, bruh, why are you so unpredictable? Okay, it doesn't matter. I play games, they're like, you're unpredictable. It doesn't matter what happens. I'm unpredictable, alright? You just never know. Okay, so I'm liking that. Only thing now is here. So verse 2 comes in. It's a little, you know. I guess when the piano was kind of, you know, doing the little repetitive thing right there, I could have the crash cymbals hitting there or whatever. I could take that. Not really, I don't like it. Okay, so what if we remove this? So should it come in like that though? See, that'll work. That'll work. I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with that. What you thinking, Leonor? What you thinking, man? I think this is cool right here. I think that's cool right there. I got no complaints. Oh man, I knew something told me to double check. Hold on a second here. There we go. Welcome people. Something told me, I was like, I always forget it too. I always forget to go to Facebook and make my post public. I always forget it. I always forget it. All right, so yeah, there we go. Appreciate it. Got my aunt in the building. Got Sinister Cody. Oh wait, y'all ain't supposed to know that. Shh. Forget it. Appreciate y'all. See your comments here. Could we get some reactions here? Could we get some reactions? Alright, so this is King of Fighters 96. Dustman. We flipped it, okay? Got a little piano in here and stuff, okay? Got a little hype. And y'all can thank Leonor for this one, alright? Shout out to Leonor. It almost didn't work. Let's see. Make sure I'm doing this correctly. Let's give you a shout, even though I don't think the bot is gonna respond. Okay, I lied. It gave you something, okay? It didn't even finish your name, which means I need to find out what your actual username is and remember it, because it like cut it off at the end. But shout out to Leonor, alright? So I like this. I think this is cool. It doesn't have to get all crazy and everything like that, okay? So I'm trying to teach myself. Alright, sometimes less is more, okay? It doesn't have to have all like kinds of fancy dings and whistles, especially some of this stuff I've been hearing. Alright, so let me not, alright? Let me not sound like a hater. I'm just saying. Wait, where is this coming from? So I'm into, okay, there we go. So, yeah, I'm just learning that less is more. Alright, sometimes less is more. Everything doesn't have to be all grand and try and be all super intricate and like fancy. Hey, look, it works. It's something, it's something that'll get you by, okay? We're good. We got some different changes. Some things are in and out, or they swap, or something completely different. Okay, we got some different things going on in here. I don't need to stress it. We don't need to stress it. So I like this. So we will save. All right, we will save this, and I will tomorrow. We'll do the mix tomorrow evening. So tomorrow I'll clear all this stuff I did too. We'll set all the levels. I'll go over that. I'll do the walkthrough for the mix. Okay, so we'll go over the pre-mix. We'll get that together, and then I will go and start mixing everything down, the kick, the snare, blah, blah, blah. If you got any questions, okay, feel free to ask. Otherwise, watch me work. Let me cook, okay? That's all I'm saying. So, let's drop that. What's it here? Yes. I just say to open the file. I thought it was asking me to save it. Alright. But it said open. Now we have to wait. I wanted to play the Streets of Rage thing that I did. Like I said, I don't care if it's like music from like a newer game or an older game. As long as I can hear something in it, okay, I will attempt. And if we fail that attempt, it's okay. It's really okay. Because I got this completed folder, that's why. Could we go in here? So I learned a lot from music. Alright, it's not just about making stuff sound cool and like finding skills and all that, but really, it really challenges you, right? It really challenges you. Like, you really have to sit here and work on trying to master the basics. It's not like you just wake up one day and you go, oh, okay, this is this and this is this, and now I can do this and this and this. And okay, after a week of practicing piano, I got this thing mastered. No, no. It's gonna be like a week later, and you're like, I can identify all the notes on the keyboard, and I still don't know what to do with them. It's a long journey, man. Um, but it's taught me a lot. It's really at times like testing my patience. It's really, I could say that doing this stuff, especially like the audio engineering and stuff, is just made overall just like a better person. Not that I was like a bad person, but I'm just saying things that I didn't think were possible to learn from playing music. I learned from playing music. All right, so I like doing this stuff. Um, yeah, find something you love. It'll really challenge you. Stick with it. Don't give up. It don't matter. I've had times where stuff wasn't all good, and I went and I had to pawn my computer, and I had like a laptop at the time. I had to go pawn the laptop. It was like a new job, and I didn't have any money, so it was like take the very thing I love and like give it away, and hopefully I get this back, right? Hopefully they don't turn around with this temp job and like get rid of me. Like it was a struggle back then. Um, so people would always see me like I would be making music for a minute and like posting stuff, and then you wouldn't like see anything for like 6 months or like a year, like just stuff, life, man. But through all of this is like the one thing I keep coming back to. I keep coming back to it. I keep wanting to learn. It don't matter how many times, how many walls I hit or anything. Like I come back and I do this. So I like doing this. Um, really, really proud of all the progress and things that I wanted to do back then. I'm able to do now. Let's hear the beat. All right, man. All right, so this is my Streets of Rage 2 flip. It's the Dreamers stage. We in the carnival. This track is called Dreamers. Okay. Got the percussion added in here, the drums we chopped up a little bit. I was thinking I want to at least get like one other instrument just somewhere in here, okay? But I mean, it doesn't sound bad, you know? But how you doing this evening? How do I pronounce your name? Or maybe I'm just seeing it. Maybe I'm just seeing it all blurred together and I'm overthinking it. Yeah, it's kind of, again, you know. I don't know if you played Streets of Rage 4, if you know of Streets of Rage, but you know that's basically, this is from Streets of Rage 2, so. Lim Jahi, am I saying that correctly? But yeah, you know, it's just. And all we did was kind of add some chops in here to give it its own kind of style, at least a little different from how this is. Right? So, come here and making these like little chops in here and just it makes it a little bit different. There's not too much you could do there, but we could do something. Joke username, okay, no problem. I'm sure after this, I don't know what the joke is, but I'll probably get it. My brain will be like, Lim J. Ah! It'll be like 4 a.m. I'll just wake up out of my sleep. I figured it out. Can't wait till I see him next time. I'm gonna tell him I'm on to his inside joke. So, what I'm attempting to do is, this is a second project of mine, Lim, and I am going to be taking a lot of video game music and I'm going to be remixing them in my own way, alright? There's a lot of covers and stuff like that. I don't want to join that pool. Alright, I want to join the pool of do my own thing. So like, okay, you're like, oh yeah, you know, Killer Instinct, I remember that, right? Just, alright, you like, okay, he's cooking, right? But I also want to kind of add my own flavor to it. I want to be able to layer it. So like this piano just comes in just with the strings, okay? Just to do something. It's got my own little personal touch to it, okay? I'm going to say yes. But it was more of like something that I wanted to do. Like back when I first started, I was just trash. Alright, so being self-taught, you're gonna be trash for a long while. But you got dreams, okay? But I do make original music. My YouTube page has my first project, which was supposed to be, it's all original music that I've created. And I want to say that playlist is about 2 years old now. But what I want to do is, I had promised once we reached a certain number of original beats that I put out, that I would do this project and we would take the video games, okay, and we would try and do something with them. So also taking requests. So if there's a game that you remember from your childhood and there's like a song that's like stuck in your head, I'll be happy if it seems doable to take a crack at it. I can't promise anything, okay? I'm not the world's most versatile beat maker, but we could try something, okay? But yeah, I got original stuff. Like this is original. I do use Complete. I have Complete 14, so got some really nice stuff. The things I could do with it is pretty dope. Appreciate that follow. You make beats and they aren't the greatest. You're also self-taught. Hey, look, you're in the right place. Because I keep telling people I'm willing to share what I know, okay? Sometimes the internet is unkind. The internet is undefeated, as they say, alright? So, a lot of years, I'm like, almost 20 years in, production-wise, okay? So, I didn't have the help other people had. And at the time when I started, I had a computer with no internet, okay? So there wasn't go to YouTube and find out how to EQ something or go here. I was doing stuff. I still have music from like 2004. I still have the FLP files to them. Alright, I could go back and show you what my first beats sounded like. And not all of them were like decent, okay? you're like, what were you playing and why did you play that and what made you think that was like something? Get it out of here, okay? But it was something I liked doing. It did eventually lead me to being a producer and engineer for a small label out here, okay? We did create a mixtape. We did have a couple of performances and stuff. I was an artist at the time. Around 2008, I made my last song. I was like, I'm done with it. I'd rather just sit in the back, make beats, mix stuff, whatever. But you know what? I didn't know any of this stuff. I didn't go to school for none of this stuff. None of it. Okay, so I had to learn over time and just my ears. And I couldn't tell whether the compressor was working or not. I know nothing when I first started. To now I can sit here and do breakdowns and walkthroughs of all this stuff. And you can watch me from start to finish, mix a track down. and it'll sound good. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely want to stick around for it. I'm not the greatest at music theory. I'm still going through that. I got books sitting up here. I'm trying to learn how to play jazz, okay? And so I'm going through that, but I understand a little bit when it comes to music theory. And so you might hear me blabbering on about some shortcuts, okay? So you have only a couple beats you like on your SoundCloud. Hey, look, on my SoundCloud, I love none of the beats I have on there. They're all like 9 years old or something, and it just, at the time I liked them, but if I go back now and push play, I'm like, I cringe, like, oh, no. I make stuff so much better now. But for the time that I made them, yeah, it was to the best of my ability. And it's just different stuff, you know? I just tried. I remember I couldn't sleep one night. I woke up, it was like 1:30, 2 a.m., something like that. And this is, nah, Mixer wasn't around then. But I'm doing this, right? I was streaming from Twitch, and I started putting this together, and someone was like, this beat sounds happy. And I was like, hey, mind your business. Yeah, it sounds happy, alright? It's 2 a.m. What the hell am I supposed to feel like at 2 a.m.? Supposed to like wake up with an attitude? You know, I don't know. What do you say to that, man? But it was nice. I was like, I might as well try and make a beat. But we all got little different things.
This is another Ron production.
And these that I'm playing are on my YouTube channel. So you can go to YouTube, you type in Sigma the Majestic, hit the playlist. It says for streamers and content creators. These projects are community projects. So this music is free for anyone to use in like for background in their streams. If they got clips or something that they want to, use, there's a link in the description. Takes you straight to my Google Drive. There's a folder and it has all the MP3s in that project. Okay. Download them, put them in your video editing program, whatever, right? YouTube's not gonna ding you, it's under a Creative Commons license, okay? So if you happen to be streaming on YouTube, posting YouTube, anything, this music, you're not gonna get dinged for it, okay? It's not under a standard license. I still own the music, but you're able to use it in your content and not get flagged by YouTube, alright? Yeah, I've definitely been there, and because you'll start making something, and you'll kind of like start going through like a block, and then you'll start going back to listen. I've gotten to a point where I'll make a beat, and then like 3 beats later, I'll make a beat that sounds similar to the to the beat I made, and I'm like, okay, so do I keep this one and delete the other, or do I keep the other and delete this one, or do I keep them both? And what I ended up doing, okay, the way I see it, there's no such thing as a bad idea in music. So any idea you have, unless you just really want to, keep it, because you can always come back to it later once you learn more, you get some kind of inspiration or whatever, and then you can complete it. It's yours, right? That idea that came out of your head, that is yours. And if you want to trash it, you can, but you can keep it because that's your idea. And then maybe when you learn something else and you go, oh, okay, now I want to start doing things this way or whatever, that melody, that whatever, you're like, okay, let me go back, and you listen. You're like, okay, take the drums out, take this out, take that out. Okay, let's. I like this melody. I like the notes that are being played. Let's change up the rhythm to the way I wanna. Right, all day. I do it. Okay, so do you mind listening to one of my beats and giving me feedback? Sure, go ahead and drop your SoundCloud link. I was excited when I made this one.
This is
Um,
another
this was a
Ron
couple years ago, and I had just gotten Complete 13, and I was impressed because my first time having Complete. Okay, so going through the library, I was just like, this is wild. All right, what I was able to actually like produce and like how it sounded. Night Drive by J Beats. Let's see here. SoundCloud.com. Night Drive. J Beats. Let's see what we. Alright, I think this is you right here. Would that be accurate?
I seen lots of people killed before, but I ain't never done it myself. I mean, I never had a reason to.
I'll say the bass could be a little tighter. And I like this, but at some point it's gotta change. It's gotta be something. Whether you add something in, whether you take something out, whether you some kind of I like that. Hold on, it was the same thing here. Okay, yeah, it was. And I like this here too. It's a little. Oh, I went to the end. Hold on, let's pull it back.
Seen lots of people killed before, but I ain't never done it myself. I mean, I never had
like, this is cool, right? It's going. Get all the way up to here after a little bit.
I've seen lots of people killed before, but I
And
ain't
you
never
have
done
kind
it
of like a
myself.
little break.
I
When
mean, I
it
never
gets
had a
here,
reason to.
there needs to be some kind of change to it, right? Now, if there's an artist on it, you could maybe get away with it, not having to change, right? Because the artist, their vocal is an instrument also, and so as long as the artist is kind of making those changes, or there are different people on it, it probably could work. If someone's gonna sit here and listen to this, say you're gonna make it 5 minutes long or something, well, you got to hear this for 5 minutes. It's the same thing. One thing I learned is every, what is it, like every 8 measures or whatever, right? Some people say bars, whatever. All right. Once you have, let's go back. Let's see, we started. Okay. Get right here, change. That's the ear. Even when you listen to your own beats, as soon as it gets to that point, as soon as you get to that 8, the ear, you automatically, the brain is waiting to hear something different. So it doesn't have to be anything intricate, nothing, anything. Remove some of the drums or something, like anything. Add some kind of effect, just a whoosh, whatever, right? Every 8, you want to have something that's a little different, that kind of catches the ear, or like kind of tricks the mind, right? Because what'll happen is they keep hearing that, and then they'll get bored, and they'll be like, well, nothing else changes. I don't need to keep listening because I already know what the result's gonna be, right? So a good thing you can do is, again, stuff's playing. Okay, sounds, it's cool, it's going. You hear it? Okay, here we are, approaching the 4 into the 5. Okay, we're getting over here. We're approaching that 8. And then I just want to create something. Change. Okay, now we got something else kind of going in here. Okay. We're hitting that 4 mark. Okay. Now we're pulling at the 8 mark. There's something a little different right there. And then, okay, and we can go back into it. But we want to make sure every few bars or every few measures that we're taking, that we want to try and get something in there that's a little bit different. Yeah, it's not a bad beat, and like I said, there's plenty of music out there. It sounds the exact same, and perfect example. Okay, since it's the #1 song out there, is Kendrick Lamar, "Not Like Us." Okay, I know people are tired of hearing it. They tired of hearing it, but it. Dun 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 dun. It's the entire way. Dun 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 dun. Except for where there's like a break where it's supposed to go back into the chorus, right? Dun 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 dun. Dun. But the entire way he's rapping is just dun 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 dun. Okay, he can get away with it because the way he approached the track, right, and the way he's up and down, he's using his voice as an instrument to kind of play on it. Okay, so that's where you're hearing the change at, and it works, right? There's plenty of music you'll listen to, and it's the same all the way through, but it works. There might be people singing, there might be people whatever, right? So that's why I said with an artist, it may not matter that much, okay? But if you're trying to sell something to an artist, 9 times out of 10, as they're listening, every few, the brain, it just automatically, doesn't matter who actually, but you're trying to catch the artist's ear, catch their attention. You want them to buy it. Gotta have some kind of changes going through now. Maybe as they're listening to it, they're like, you know what? I decide I don't want this section of the music in it. you know, I just want to leave it like this. Then let the artist, let them decide. But when it comes to just the beat itself, it's kind of hard for the beat to have like strong support if it's just got the same thing over and over. So take Not Like Us and go download the instrumental, play it, and sit there and see how long you'll listen to it before you're ready to turn it off. you won't last very long. After about a minute, you'll look up, you'll be like, I swear I've been listening to this for 2 minutes, because you're just hearing the same dun 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 dun, and it's like 2 seconds long. Dun 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 dun. By the time you hear that over and over and over, and by the time you look up at the time, you're like, when does the drop come in? Like you start looking for that stuff, right? But once you have the artist on it, you don't pay attention to that. You rock it to the lyrics, okay? But yeah, so that's one thing. Even myself, I kind of struggle with, because I know people are gonna want to listen to it, and so I'm trying to do that. But it's like, if someone's actually going to rap over it, like if I'm gonna sell it to somebody, 9 times out of 10, the stuff that I'm trying to do and like overthinking, they probably don't even care for, right? This would be enough. The song could just stay like this, and they probably don't even care. Okay, they're like, I like how that sounds. We could just loop that, and you'll just hear that the entire song. Okay, don't even care about the rest of the drums changing up in the second section of it. They don't care about none of that, right? This, don't even care about this part. Why we gotta have that? We could just loop this one part. Like, it's different. So you kind of got to think about, like, what's the purpose? Like, think about the intention of it, and go from there, right? It also helps to either rap or sing to your own music, and you don't have to be like the greatest singer, but what you'll find is a lot of the greatest hits or the greatest music you'll make is stuff that you're either rapping or singing to, and you're getting a vibe with what you're creating. Okay, because as you do that, now you're imagining somebody on this track, and then you'll start creating around that. Find acapellas to songs, start building around that, right? And once you get a little bit together, you're like, oh, well, with the vocals on top of this actually sounds pretty good, right? And then mute the acapella, listen to it. You're like, okay, that's cool. So what else could I do? Like, this is a good foundation. I don't need to like put a whole nother melody on it, but maybe we can, and just add something like small in the music. It doesn't have to be a whole, you don't have to go in and create like an entire section or melody or anything. Sometimes it's just right at the end of something, like just so that there's something a little more, or something noting that there's a change coming, something to whatever, right? But this will get easier when you start learning more about like music theory, because when you first start off, you're just playing by ear, and it only gets you so far. And I did it for a long time, trust me. You only get so far. Your ear only hears certain stuff. You only get used to finding certain stuff on your own, and then you'll hear something like, you're like, okay, I hear what that sounds like, but and you're just sticking with the things that sound good to you, and you don't know how that's formed, you don't know like none of it. You can't tell it. So it's because you never heard of it, because you don't have any knowledge of it, you have no awareness of it, you're not even conscious of it, right? And you hear and you're like, what is that? Why does that sound so good, right? Whoops, that was the wrong thing right there. Okay. And you're like, damn, like, what is he doing? And it's so simple once you understand it, but then until you actually learn it, until you actually know it, until you actually become aware of it, it seems like something complex to you, and it's not. And then once you get that down, then the world's pretty much yours at that point. Yeah, no problem. I'll definitely be on tomorrow. I'll try and be on. If I don't make it at 7, we'll be back on at 9 p.m. again. But I'll try and be on at 7, and we're gonna do a mix down of that last beat that I just I just finished up. So if you want to come back here and watch that whole process or anything, or just say what's up, feel free. You have a good night, man. All right, let's see. So we got. Yeah, I wanted to leave on this note. All right. So can we switch this over? There, it should be coming through the other channel. Yeah. All right. So we did our thing. I do apologize for it taking me a while. Like I said, past few days, I've just been feeling like kind of drained. Apparently, the internet's been talking. There's some kind of switch that's been going on. Okay. So after a few days, I woke up, especially after that Northern Lights stuff. Man, I felt good. I was like, I was waiting for something to be over. I don't know what it was, but I was like, I know I've been getting a lot of sleep. What is going on in here? But we got over that. I'm definitely happy about it. And let's get back on to getting on. So we'll do the mix for the King of Fighters 96 tomorrow. We'll get that sounding nice and all that. I will add that to the completed folder, and then we'll move on to something else, okay? If you got any requests of video games from your childhood, video games that you currently play, whatever, you hear something in there and you think it might sound good with some drums to it or something, holla at me, let me know. But I'm doing the same thing, okay? I got a playlist on YouTube where I keep a lot of stuff. Maybe this weekend we can just spend some time, chill out. We can rock out to some video game music or something. And if we hear something along the way while we're let's play some Tekken 8, okay? And we hear something that sounds pretty cool, we'll favorite it, okay? And then we'll get right back to it. So the second project I feel really good about, and again, it's a community project. So once these beats are uploaded, you guys play them, okay? I'm still gonna own them, okay? But you'll have something that you can play on your streams and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about somebody sending you strikes or getting your VODs muted or anything like that. Alright, we gonna do it. That being said, let me get out of here. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Appreciate Lim here. And again, any of you that might be watching, if you want some feedback on music, I've done this a few times, streaming on Twitch as well. People will come in, they want me to check something out, whatever. Because like I said, I could walk you through this mixing thing. So people will usually send stuff when they want me to check their mix and stuff like that. Hey, let's go. Alright, I'm out. Remember, stay patient, remain diligent, And as always, Jesse, if you can develop the skills to keep calm and carry on, you too can achieve greatness. Peace.